Hey y'all, today I want to show you how to make these precious paper flowers. These are easy, fun, and they make really wonderful gifts, especially when you have like a whole bunch of them together. These are some that I made out of maps, paper maps. And they just are so cute, and when you bunch them together, people just love them when you gift them. So let me show you how it is done. You need squares, and you can actually make really giant flowers if you're working with a giant square. So I mean, technically this flower can be as big as you want because it all depends on the paper that you're using. I am using scrapbooking paper, you know, kind of cardstock, not necessarily, it doesn't have to be like these two are not super thick. This one in particular is almost like a piece of copy paper. I just personally don't think it matters the thickness of your paper. It's really just the size and pattern, or color. And I think it's the pattern that makes them fun. These I made with like this is one map, this is another map. But in general, I actually like to use different colored papers, or different patterned papers, which you will see today. So these are some that are kind of in process that I just had. And basically what I do is these are all petals, and I make a whole bunch of petals and just let them pile up, and then I will start assembling flowers. That's just my kind of like assembly line method of working. That's in general how I kind of make everything is, I'm just very methodical and assembly line when I'm making things in bulk, like multiple things at a time. So let's get started. So you need a square, and you are going to take the pattern side, the side that you want to be the outside, and place that on the bottom. You're going to fold the square in half and make a triangle. I like to have the bone folder handy just to really crease the paper good. It just keeps all the creases in place. Now that I have a triangle, I am going to fold up both of the sides to meet the tip, the little points. I'm folding them up. I'm going to smash them down. Then I'm going to open each one and kind of evenly, you know, making sure that the center, like it is centered. I'm opening and smashing those down as well. Once I like them, I will hit them with the bone folder. Now what you're gonna do, here's how we look. You're gonna fold this point over like so. So here I've just folded the points over. Now you're going to fold that point inwards like so, fold it inwards, put it back together. Okay, I've got the piece and the inside. Then you fold the little edges in, and it's easy because they're already creased, right? I'm gonna bone that, and this is what makes your petal. So I use Scotch. This just happens to be Scotch brand. There's lots of brands. Quick dry glue is the key for this project. And you just put a little bit on that inside edge, and you press and you hold for just like seconds. It really does. This glue, pinch it pretty good, but don't crease this down. but pinch it pretty good. I put too much glue, so I'm wiping some of it off. Too much glue and it won't dry super fast. And you just hold it for a minute. I will like kind of let it go to test if it held. I'm gonna hold it for just another couple seconds because I put way too much glue. So a little trick with the quick dry adhesive is it really just takes a little, and it like 30 seconds and it is stuck. As you can see, it is glued and good to go. So once it's stuck, I just kind of like, I'm fluffing it. I'm opening and just fluffing it. And that's it. You've got one. I've got a petal. I am going to do it again so you can see the process. So take your square, fold it in half, take each edge or corner, take two of the corners, fold them up to the top corner, and then you pop each one of those open and smash it down. So I'm popping it open and smashing it down. Now I'm folding these triangles over. Once you have them folded over, open and tuck them in, and then refold it back together. And then you're taking each corner, these bottom corners, and you're folding them up, smashing down. T9C, bit of glue, press together, hold for about 30 seconds until it is bonded. And it doesn't even take 30 seconds. I mean, I don't even think that was 30 seconds. And now I've got two petals, okay? So I glue 5 petals together. I am gonna pull some from my pile. I'm just picking ones that I feel go together. I think I'm gonna go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So once you've got 5 petals, now what you should do is, this outside, the pointy is your outside. Now I've just put a little bit on an edge, and you're just gonna start pressing the petals together, and you just hold them for a couple of seconds. Whoop. You can even, I'm gonna set it down for a minute while I prep the next one. Oh wait, yeah, here we go. Pressing it together. And what I like to do, sometimes I just give it a minute, like I'm squeezing them all together, pushing them all together. Woo! I'm gonna add glue, and you're putting glue really right on, you know, this edge here. Holding. You could do 4. I could glue these together and have 4, but odd numbers are always better design-wise. So I'm just pressing and holding. So once you've got, now I've got the last one. For the last one, I'm going to put glue on both sides, because now this is sliding right in between here, like so. And I'm just checking and I'm holding. Now I'll hold for a few moments. It's so pretty. Now, I like to keep, you see how it has a hole in the center? I like that hole to be there. Sometimes, whoop, wait, this did not stick, I could tell. So if you feel that it hasn't stuck, you just give it a little more glue and then press it back together. I don't know why that did not stick. Maybe I didn't have enough. So just holding. The reason I like a hole in the middle is I'm going to put the little stamens in there, which I am going to show you in just a moment. Okay, so I've got a hole back here and I have a hole here. Now I am going to set this down to fully dry, and what I'm going to show you is how I make the stem. So I take pipe cleaner. It really doesn't matter the color. I generally use white, mostly because I like to, I'll do different colored stems depending on, you know, sometimes what the flower looks like. And if you have white, it doesn't, you know, obstruct the color. So this is shear ribbon. And this ribbon does have wire. The edges are wired. That is absolutely not necessary to have it wired. And so what I do is you just start the roll. You just start it. It can be a little finicky beginning it on one edge, but once you get it going, I'm going to set this over here. You're just wrapping this ribbon around the pipe cleaner. And really what I'm doing, it fancies up the look of the flower as opposed to the fuzzy pipe cleaner. The fuzzy pipe cleaner just keeps it on a crafty, you know, level, and I just feel like the covering it just kicks it up a notch, if you know what I mean. So once you have it fully wrapped, you're going to take the edge of that pipe cleaner and I just give it a fold over, right? Just to hold it in place. It's like you're just pinching and folding to keep that ribbon in place. And this is now my bottom. This is my top. So now I've got to get it into my flower, right? So a lot of times if it's too fuzzy up here, you just keep twisting it. And this can be the benefit. I have used ribbon that does not have the wire edges, and it works just fine. The benefit of the wire edge is you can kind of pinch and get this, you know, to where you can stuff it in there. If it's too fuzzed and you can't, you'll have to just trim. So I take the back side and I squirt a pretty good amount of glue in there, and then I stuff the stem up in there. Then I add more glue in the inside, and here's these little stamens. They're actually, I think I got, you find these in the cake decorating section of the craft store, and I usually just take 2. I fold them in half. I make sure they're not like perfectly evenly folded. And I just stick them, I just tuck them in there like so. And it's filled with glue. So my stem is glued in, my stamens are glued in. And look at y'all, look how cute this is. Once it is fully and completely dry, I mean, this is It's just great. It's just lovely. So the other thing I will do at the very end, once it's totally dried, is sometimes I'll glitter them. Occasionally I will, you know, like take a marker or, you know, ink, and I will burnish the edges of the petals and then put a little glue or use glitter glue, and I will glitter glue the center. But it really doesn't even, I mean, it doesn't need that. Those are just details, extra details that I will sometimes add. But y'all, a whole, you know, bouquet of these is just wonderful. So I hope this inspired you. You can see all the little stamens here. They kind of look like tiny Q-tips, except this one is pearl edged, like pearls on the tip, and this one is glittered. And I think that was it. I think I told you everything. Let me tell you the supplies one more time, because I didn't tell you that in the very beginning. So just paper cut into squares. Then you want ribbon, sheer ribbon. You want pipe cleaners. You'll need quick dry adhesive. Of course, you'll need scissors, and added touch is the little stamens. That's it. That's all you need. So I hope this has inspired you. These would make fabulous gifts for Christmas and the holidays that are coming up. Even decoration, y'all. I have seen someone took and made bigger versions of these and glued them to a wreath. It was really, really pretty. Obviously, that would be a wreath you'd want to hang inside and not outside, being that it's paper. So, so that's that. Happy creating, y'all.